Watch what's approaching, the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
Good morning, everyone. Hopefully you guys are having a pretty good start to the day. I wanted to provide an update on the top grossing situation over on Dokkan Battle JP because some of you might have seen this, but there have been confirmation of the iOS store at least hitting top grossing. So just kind of wanted to provide an update. Now I did check in-game and looks like the rewards have already been given out for the iOS hitting the top grossing, so you do have a minimum of the 30 Dragonstones as well as some potential orbs and other items. I'll check here in a second, but again, the importance of this is we might actually hit top grossing on both platforms. If that's the case, then we do have a lot more stones coming in. If both platforms hit top grossing, we pretty much get 100 stones in addition to the 30, so that is a tremendous amount of help to a lot of people, I'm sure. I'm a little bit surprised because, as you can see, we'll scroll down here in a second. Starting from looking back to July 1st, the iOS store has been lingering at second place for a little while and then dropped and then picked back up. So yeah, it is a little bit surprising that I think a lot of player base were kind of waiting on the Tanabata banner to go live. It did go live last night, so it's not really a coincidence that we had top grossing right after that. So I think again, because of the return of the 5-year anniversary units, I think a lot of people might have been waiting for that to be available, and then that's why we pretty much hit top grossing. But if you look over on the Android side, they are at third place currently, so it is a real possibility that both platforms will hit number one. If that's the case, again, along with the 30 stones that are already given out, we can potentially get another 100. And I think the last time both platforms hit top grossing was during the 5-year anniversary, so it's been a little while. The LR Ultra Instinct Goku, we hit top grossing on at least the iOS version, got 30 stones out of that, but with the Goku and Vegeta banner, we have not hit it yet. So up until this point, we've been kind of waiting, and luckily, at least the iOS hit top grossing, and Android again is third place. So very, 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 very close. Hopefully it does happen, and potentially with the part 2 legendary banner coming up, there's a lot of speculation revolving around that. The more stones you have, the better. So that's currently the situation here. I just want to scroll down a little bit. So this is the last time top grossing was available, again with the LR Ultra Instinct Goku, and then 30 stones, and then strength type potential orbs. I think in this case, for the current one that just got distributed, and we'll check here in a second, it was physical type potential orbs along with the dragon stones. So again, you see the 30 stones that's already been given out, so check your box right now. Physical type potential orbs, as well as the platinum shells, and a couple of items like memory keys and incredible hourglasses and stuff like that. So definitely very, very good stuff. The other thing I wanted to highlight is I had a few comments about this, but the Tanabata Dokkan Fest banner itself, again, it's one of those situations where it's hard to pinpoint to certain units that you want, but there are a fair amount of good units available on here. I think this is mostly worthwhile for new player bases, or the ones that are lacking a lot of the units. The banner itself is great from that perspective because there are 4 very good LRs included. You've got the Goku Vegeta, obviously the new ones. Krillin is new, he's not an LR, but you've got the 5-year anniversary units, which is the LR Gogeta Blue, LR Vegeta Blue as well, and then you have the LR Gohan and Goten. So a lot of good units. Even from a category perspective or a category lead perspective, these guys are pretty good. It's just a matter of literally 20 featured units, so it's very, very difficult to pinpoint certain units that you would want. Now, if you get a Vegito Blue animation, then it's obviously a guaranteed LR since the LRs are included on here. But again, even with that being said, there are 4, so it's a 25% chance of getting one of them. If you're pinpointing to Goku and Vegeta, then you're probably better off going to the other one, their actual banner. But if you're looking for dupes of these guys or a first copy or whatever the case is, it's certainly possible to pull them. It's just, I would just recommend being a little bit wary about it because there are literally so many featured units on here. So just be very, very careful about that. But outside of that, I mean, the banner itself is great. Again, if you're trying to pinpoint to these guys or even these guys, you're better off going here. Again, it's just a matter of the law of averages, I guess, in a way, because it's 2 less LRs, a lot less featured units. So even though this isn't like the most greatest of banners, it's definitely a decent way to pinpoint to certain units. But that's pretty much where I want to leave it. Again, I wanted to provide the update to top grossing. I'm really, really, really hoping that we hit top grossing on both platforms. Again, we could potentially get up to a max of, or total of 130 stones in addition to the, or not in addition, but including the 30 stones that have already been given out. So hopefully that's the case. Again, just wanted to provide a quick update on the situation with top grossing. So hopefully you found it helpful. Definitely make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, definitely hit the subscribe button. All right, with that being said, I will catch you guys later.